Look at these girls. Paul Miller left the door open. Oh, Paul Miller. Are you so excited that you got to sneak out? Hey Garden Pals, how are you? I'm in the yard. I played hooky from work today. And so now I'm pretending to be a farmer all day. I wanted to give you a bit of a garden update. I meant to do a garden journal vlog once a month, but I forgot to do it in February and in March. Today is April 5th. Ooh, happy birthday, Daddy. I gotta call my dad. It's his birthday. Sorry, distracted by the date and my dad's birthday. So I'm in the yard and I'm putting together the last of these raised beds, which I have 2 over there. So Miller and I build our own beds usually. See the wood one there? He just built those back in February. And then the chicken beds over there, I call them the chicken beds. But he built those 2 and I was like, you know what, let's not build anymore this year. Like, let's stick to a budget and not spend too much money since it's just astronomical to build anything. Okay, so I went over to my friend Sharon's house, hi Sharon, to help her put together these beds. Or she bought one bed, and as I was putting it together with her, I'm like, you know, they're pretty good for being inexpensive. They're really not expensive at all. I got these for $72 and they're 3 feet by 6 feet. Sharon only wanted a 3 foot by 3 foot bed, so she didn't use the extenders, the 3 foot extender. So I'm actually going to use that to make one bed 9 feet long, 9 feet by 3. And that's going to go, it's going to go in between those 2. I'll give you a little tour of the garden. I'll show you this. I'm not sure if it'll make it into this vlog. I might show you these beds filled and ready to go in the next vlog. But again, it's April 5th, so I am 10 to 12 days, no, 10, I'm 11 days out from the average last frost date for my area, which means I am a planting fool because I have tons of cold crops that are going out. Do you guys say cold crops or do you say coal crops? And why do we say coal and not cold? I say cold because I don't understand coal. Maybe you can fill me in on that. I'll take you downstairs and show you some of my soil blocks, which most of them are in the yard at this point, but I do have some of my hot weather stuff started. I have some flowers started, and then I'm going to, now that I have free trays, start some more. So let me get putting this together and I'll give you a little tour of the garden. Let's see. This is my green stock. I've got lettuces and strawberries in there. Oh, this is a cool one. This is new to me. This is called miner's lettuce. We'll see. We'll see how it does. Over here, we've got rows of cabbages and cauliflowers and some Nero cabbage. This is a little bit of a mess. I have to kind of mess around with it because we had 3 days about a week or two ago of like severe weather, as in like severe winter weather. It didn't just drop down around freezing, it dropped down into the teens for about 3 nights. So all of these things were planted at the proper time, but that was a crazy freeze, like record-breaking freeze. So I lost a few, but not an issue because I've started so many that I replaced them. Let me see. That little mound right there is my potatoes. It's a little dry, so I gotta water it. Nothing over here in Buddha. Let me just show you real quick. See those 3? Yay! My new apple trees. I'll show you more about them in the next vlog. They're starting to bud and I can see leaves on them, but I'll show them to you next time. Okay, another thing happened, or not happened, but I ended up getting my onions late. So I only just put them in the ground last week. They should have been planted, I think, the beginning of March, which I guess isn't that bad because they were in the ground after that crazy freeze. So hopefully the onions will do well. The garlics are fine. The chickens are losers. Let's go over here. I bought so many onions that I didn't realize how many onions I bought, so they're kind of spread around the yard. Got some Nero kale, dinosaur kale I think is also another word for that. Here I've got, my peas are planted, but it's weird, they're not coming up. I'm not too sure why. So I'm gonna have to check and maybe plant some more. Anyway, again, cabbages, broccoli, no, not broccolis, cabbages and cauliflowers all along this bed with some chard thrown in there. I planted some seeds, and I did a drawing of these beds, and I didn't bring the drawing out, so I can't exactly tell you what's where. I'll turn this around. I hope you can see the little babies popping up. You can kind of see some green down there. So those are some carrots coming up. I know that. I forget what I put back there. I forget. I think these are beets. Those are chard. I can tell just because of the color of the stem. Chard is so cool. More carrots, lettuces, and either beets or, my gosh, guys, I can't even remember. You know what I'll do? I'll put a little, I'll put something up on the screen to let you know what's here. So that's that, because like I said, I did my drawing. So my peas are coming up here. So they're fine in this bed. I don't know why they aren't coming up in the other bed. And then this bed, not much is coming up here yet, so I don't know what the issue is. Maybe, oh no, there's stuff coming up. Oh, this is all lettuce. Right. So, anyway, over here, I have my strawberries and my fig. So this bed's all good. And then onions and broccoli. So that's a little tour. It's plenty of food. Oh, I forgot to show you that. I'll show you next time. I have more coming out. I have more that I want to plant some seeds in the ground. I forget. I have all of my, do I have my drawing in my back pocket? Oh, here it is. I've got my drawing here. Oh, I didn't show you. Well, that's all right. There's lots I didn't show you. I just want to tell you what's in the chicken beds. This is what I have in the chicken beds. Spinach. Oh, that's radishes. That's right. That's not all carrots. It's radish. Radish, lettuce, spinach. Rutabagas. That's what I forgot. Romaine, carrots. Got lots of carrots over there. And then Nero cabbage, more lettuce, more carrots, beets, kale, and more carrots. All different varieties of carrots. So we'll see how all that goes. All right, let me get to work and stay tuned for soil blocks. Stay tuned. Stay tuned for soil blocks. I thought this was kind of funny. That's the sky. It's so overcast right now. I've been talking to you guys with my hair like this. Okay, bye. Let's go in the basement. I'll show you all my stuff. It's a little messy down here because it's seed starting season. Okay, right here is some of my, like right here, tomatoes. Is that all tomatoes? Yes, it's all tomatoes. This is tomatoes. Oh, sorry, tomatoes and some peppers back there. Cucumbers, tomatillos, eggplants, and then some flowers over here. Do you see how sad some of this looks? I think they are sad because I overwatered. I see here, let me turn this around so you can see it better. So like right there you can see, here you can see there's algae growing. Algae grows when you overwater. Also those little leaves right there, they're looking a little curly, too much water. So they need to dry out a little bit. I don't know what this is, so I've never seen this happen to any of my cucumbers, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Everybody else is fine. That's also a different, I've never grown these before. These are crystal apple cucumbers, so I'll see how that goes. The tomatoes on this tray is pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. So then this is flowers, and I feel like, again, I overwatered, but also I feel like a lot of the flowers I was supposed to kind of surface sow, and I feel like a lot of them were too deep. So I'm gonna redo them. Okay, so soil blocks. I use soil blocks that Paul Miller and I printed. So which one did I use over there? I think it was this one that I used for these. Yeah. So see this indentation right here? That is made by this little guy right here. And what I'll do, I'll end up doing a video for you guys to show you how I make my soil blocks. They're pretty easy. I love soil blocks. If you've never used them, there's pros and cons to them for sure. There is a learning curve, but it's really not bad. My system, oh, let me turn this around again so I can show it to you. So this is what I do. Like these, I planted all this stuff out today. I had my cabbage, my cauliflower, and kale. So this is a tray that does not drain. And then obviously this is a flat. So do you see how this flat fits in there loosely? Where this one's in there tightly. This one I don't love this. This is my favorite. So it moves a little bit, which is great because this little space here is where I pour my water in for when I water. I only water from the bottom. The soil blocks set in this tray. The water seeps up from the bottom. I just changed them all out so they're all dry. And so it's bottom watering. Anything else to say about that? No, I have a spray bottle that I spray the tops, especially for germination when those little seed heads are popping through so that they don't stick to the leaves. Let me show you this. Okay, so right there is my bucket. This is a flat bottom bin. I cut the top off so I can get my arms in there without, because it used to be a really tall bin. And this is where I mix my dirt, obviously. You can see it all in there. And then I use this. Let's see. And actually, I've been using this, but I think I'm going to switch into something else. So this is a potting mix that I've been using. It's decent for soil blocks, but you know what? Let me take that back. This is an excellent potting soil. So if you are going to just pot in regular plastic pots or plug trays or anything like that, excellent. It's from Vermont Compost Company. So I do recommend that. However, and I think this is another reason why I had trouble this year germinating, is because there's so much like big pieces. So see right there, that is a chunk of wood, or there's tiny little pebbles in here. Here's a little pebble. So all of this is great if it's for potting, but not for soil blocks, and definitely not for seedlings. So I think that's another reason why a lot of these had issues. So I'm going to restart some of the flowers. I still have to do my squash and my squash and something else. I don't know, warm weather stuff. So I'm gonna order a different seed starting mix instead of using this potting soil. So when I get the new soil in, I will videotape, do you like that? I'll take video of me making some soil blocks for you and share that with you. And then, yeah, I think that's it. These are way more tomatoes, like way more tomatoes than I'm going to plant. In fact, all of that is more than I'm going to be using. So that's one of the ways I have success with my seed starting, is I start a ton, and then I either just don't use whatever, or if something, like for instance, I don't do a lot of peppers, but my peppers back here, can you see? I think you can see. I also do them, I do 2 in a block, and I just break them apart. And so I have, I think, 8 of each variety. I don't need 8 pepper plants. I'll probably do 2 of each variety, maybe 3 of each variety. So I'll either give them away or they'll get tossed. But that cold snap that we had, where I think I lost maybe, I don't know, like, I think I had to replace 5 plants out of like 30. So that's not so bad. And I had extras down here. So that's a way to, I don't know, make sure you have success, especially when you're trying new things. Like that that potting soil was brandy new to me. And I'm realizing great for potting, not so great for seed starting. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing. I'll be ordering that, and I'll share that with you next time. I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else with the garden vlog for now. So I'll end it here, and I'll see you in the garden next time. Bye, friends.